Shalom, guys.
Hey, everybody.
We are doing our 2-year anniversary video. We got baby Judah here. He thinks he's in the camera, but he doesn't know that he ain't.
Get your rock out your mouth.
Say shalom.
Sorry.
Say shalom. Say it. Okay. So we are finally sitting down. We got the man that worked so hard off of work. And we're doing a sit and chat about our 2-year full-time RV anniversary. Now, being that we are outside, you're going to hear the street is right there, but we figured we'd switch it out. It's really nice outside, and we figured we'll switch it up and come outside and do the video. So if you are interested in seeing and hearing more about our 2-year anniversary, past, present, and future, then stay tuned. You will hear the road, you will hear baby Judah, and you will hear RVs going on down this road. People are coming in and coming out. But we wanted to break this video up into 3 different sections, and that is the past, the present, and the future. We want to go over highlights of what we've been through and what we can encourage you guys before you start your RV journey. We wanted to inform you guys and bring you in on what we're going through currently and what we're expecting and what we are prepping for. And then what we're looking forward to in the future and what we're excited about. And yeah, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the past. And we want to start with what have we learned? In this journey, you should be learning things. If you're not learning and growing, then what are you doing in any journey that you're going through? So we wanted to start out with what have we learned while RVing full-time for the past 2 years. And we're going to start with things are going to happen, right? Things are going to happen. If you have been following our channel, you know that we have had some testimonies and some trials, and some breakdowns, and some things that we just had to overcome. But I'm going to let you start, and we're going to start reminiscing about one thing that has stuck out with him, that things will happen, and then I'll go after you.
So I guess for me, I would start with things happen with your tow vehicle. Our truck broke down, and on 2 occasions actually, the engine once and the transmission next.
The Champagne has had some issues in the past 2 years, but not once did we ever feel that the Most High was telling us to get rid of her. It was moments of testimonies like faith. Are you going to stick it through? Are you going to give up? Are you going to wait and see what I'm going to do to help you? It was always faith moves with everything that has happened with us on this journey. But let's roll a couple of clips and see exactly what was happening with Champagne when it came to the transmission and the engine, right? All right, roll the clips. So we are overheating. I'll be back, guys.
Understood everything on it. Burster and pump.
Good deal.
All right, so those were a few clips of what we have been going through in the past 2 years with Champagne. We are blessed that in a while we haven't had too many issues with her at all. So all praise to the Most High for that. Let's get into something that has stuck out with me when it comes to things will happen. So some people prefer new RVs. Some people prefer used RVs for different reasons. When it comes to maybe the cost, maybe having a note, maybe having bells and whistles, maybe having warranties. But I say that to say we decided to go with an older model. The cabinets, like he said, are more solid. We knew that we wanted to do some renovating because we wanted to make a different space for the children and all of that. And we knew that we were making a great decision when we picked the RV that we have, and the Most High actually gave us the RV that we have, and we did not want a note. But with that being said, the frame of this RV has broken 3 times in 2 years, and it is not a cheap fix. We're gonna roll some clips on what we have been going through when it came to this RV breaking in the frame 3 times. All right, roll the clips. Shalom, shalom. It is Monday. We are still here in Daytona, Florida, and we are taking the RV apart for the 3rd time. So stay tuned. We'll update you guys on what's going on. Shalom, guys. So the RV is welded back together, but now we have to put everything back and need new insulation and new plywood, because of the crack made the wood go, it was wet and rotten. So that's what we're doing currently, counting it all joy that we were able to get it done. It's only because of the Most High and His grace. Excuse my voice. We have been praising and worshiping all week, so I'm a little hoarse. So those were a few clips of the frame breaking in the past 2 years, 3 times. But we're currently in the midst of figuring that out. But we don't speak too soon yet because we ain't really figured it out. But those were the 2 things that stood out for us. Many other things have happened in the 2 years. Take a look. Okay. I'll split it. But with that being said, we want to encourage you when it comes to things will happen, that this is a home, yes, but it is mobile. It moves a lot, things get loose. We really encourage you, again, to have a savings account. It's something that we had to kind of learn the hard way. You know, just because everything's smooth and fixed when you start out, it don't mean it's gonna stay that way.
Right.
Also, we encourage you to just remember, like I said, things get loose. Maybe have a couple extra parts to some things that break more often, and you would, huh? Yeah. What's some encouraging words that you may have for our family and friends before they start their RV journey, or while they're in the midst of it? How? Okay.
How?
No, not right now. I'm doing video. Look at me. Look. I'm doing a video. Say hi. Hi. What's something that you would say, encourage them on?
Nothing that happens is going to be the end of the world. You just take it and you learn how to roll with it, and you keep moving. Being handy or learning how to be handy is gold. There's a lot of things that people think are expertise, top level repairs or fixes, when literally just some good instruction and good try will get it done.
It's some YouTube videos.
Right.
YouTube University, it gets you through. It'll get you through. Somebody has already been through what you are going through when it comes to maybe a hot water tank going out, or your awning being blown away because you forget to put it up before a storm comes out, or whatever. Go to YouTube. We highly recommend it. Somebody already been through it. You can find what you need. So with that being said, don't forget, things will happen. But like my husband said, it ain't the end of the world, and you can get through it, no matter what it is. All right, so let's move on to, we're still in the past. We want to bring it up a notch. We want to bring it up a notch, and we want to do some quick clips of some of our favorite times and favorite experiences. All right, you ready? Let's roll the clips. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. What is that broke? the pieces. We want to get the installation, but I don't know where we would put it. He said it's cheaper to get the installation and buy more, but all right, because I don't know where we put the installation at. And this is broken, so I can't lock it. All right, so now let's move on to the present, and let's talk about what are the Butlers up to currently. Obviously, you guys, if you follow us either on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you know we are 35 weeks. Boop, 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 boop. 35 weeks with a baby girl. And if you follow us, you also know that we are gearing up for a home birth, right? So it's something we're totally excited about, but it's something that personally I'm kind of nervous about because I've never had a baby at the house and I've never been unmedicated.
Right. So
I've always been in the hospital and I always get my epidural right away. Also, I've never waited on my body to do its thing. And this time I'm going to wait and let my body go through everything it needs to go through because I really want to feel the perfection of the Most High when it comes to my body and even, honestly, the birthing pains that comes with it. I know it may sound crazy, but I know it's just a step that I want to feel when it comes to me and the Most High. So that's something that we're gearing up with. Currently, what is something that's different currently? Zay has a different job. Currently, we want to let you know that sometimes on this journey, you may have to switch gigs. It just depends on what you need for that time and where you're stationed at. So we are all adjusting to Honey having a new job. But it's working out pretty good. I think we're all adjusting. What else currently? What do you think?
We're back in Tennessee until after baby gets here, and then
got some healing to do.
All right.
And we got some preparation for the winter to do. We feel like ants. We feel like we are like literally we have lists and goals and budgets and tasks that we have to do, and we have to do quickly, and we have to really focus, and we have things that we have to get done before the winter hits, right? So there's pretty much just all this going on with us currently in the present, but let's go into the future a little bit. And I want to go ahead and jump to the future because working like little ants, prepping for the winter, we are trying to head
west.
We are trying to hit Arizona, California. We know that we don't want to do the winter in Tennessee. We know we don't want to do the winter in the cold.
Right.
At least not freezing cold.
No, not again.
And that's because a lot came with RVing in the winter. It was just too much. It's too much. It's too much when it comes to having so many children that's stuck in the house. There's no extracurricular activities going on. 9 times out of 10, you're too cold to want to go outside.
Right.
And then you got condensation is the #1 key why we don't want to do RVing in the winter anymore. You agree?
I 100% agree.
There's any other reason why you don't want to do the winter in RV again?
Why? Why do it in the winter? Why winter in the cold when you can literally hook up and go where it's warm?
You have the option to leave. You are on wheels.
Right.
So take advantage of that and go somewhere else. If you're in a climate that you just ain't vibing with your mood and your emotions, it don't vibe with me. It makes me sad.
Right.
It's too many clothes, extra clothing, too many extra boots. It may sound little, but when you have going on 5 children, all that extra coats and hats and gloves, it's too much. Stick with the same clothes we got and let's go somewhere else.
Right.
And we have Mishpachah in Arizona that we are needing to hug, see, and love on. And we need them to love on us and to hug us. And we need to touch them and say, you're real. You know, we miss you. So we have Mishpachah in Arizona and California that we are needing to see. And of course, this is all if it's in the Most High's will. Judah is trying his best to get in this camera.
He's doing his
best. Come on.
Look at him. Here he comes.
There you go. And he's trying his best to get in this camera. But that is some of the future that we're looking into. Another thing in the future we're looking into is the RV. Okay? So we're not sure if we're getting a new one. We're not sure if we're just going to fix this one for good and figure out another way to... It's because it's a million ways to do one thing. Would you agree? We're not sure, but we know that a change is coming when it comes to the RV, because we have learned in the 2 years that it's something, there's something that it has to be a change. We don't want to say too much, but something has changed. And travel with 5 kids. Right. We have to change our seating situation, so that's a whole nother future video that we got to figure out what we're gonna do. Now we don't have to do none right now because we're not going anywhere until like maybe November, but and we're not taking her to many places just yet. Who is it? Judah want to come outside? Hey, look.
Go open the door for Noah.
Look.
Go open
Hi.
the door for Noah.
Say cheese. Huh? Say cheese. Go open the door for Noah.
It's one task at a time.
So, that's another future thing we have to figure out and tackle, and we don't know what to do. He has his opinion. I have my opinion, and with us working on our marriage forever, you're going to always working on your marriage. We have to remember, you can have your opinion, I can have my opinion, but what's matter the most is what the Most High tells us to do. Right. So we're waiting on that sign, we're waiting on that voice to tell us what to do. So all the children are outside now. We have totally enjoyed doing this video. You have anything else that you want to talk about?
I'm looking forward to the future. I enjoy what we're doing now, and I've learned a lot from our past. Yes.
Are you tired of RV living yet?
No.
It ain't out of my system. I'm not looking for a brick and mortar no time soon. Maybe land for a home base, to maybe have a bigger garden or whatever. But other than that, let them wheels keep on turning, right? Yes. So with that being said and done, we are going to be rolling another clip of just some highlights, more highlights. I mean, it's been 2 years. We have more pictures and videos to share. Right. And we want to do a big shout out, a big thank you for everyone that has helped us along this journey, because this journey has not been just Amber and Xavier and all these kids. It has been so many more people around the entire nation.
So many amazing people.
That it's just the love. So we would, like I said, we want to do a really huge shout out to everyone that has loved on us, even when we didn't even know that you were about to love on us, or even when we didn't even ask, or you just let the Most High move you and you don't know that it came in a time where we needed it. So we want to say Toda Arabah, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for being the family that we didn't know that we had.
All right, guys. Well, happy 2 years anniversary, babe, to you with RV living. This journey has been not lonely. It started out maybe, but it has been so fulfilling. Right. So inspiring. Right. And we have grown, and we are excited for so much more.
There's a whole lot more to come. It is.
Happy 2 years. And we cannot wait to share so much more with you guys. Until the next video, shalom.